Pakistan for study. The first everybody was in college. It was, if I remember, 23rd of September 2011.
So you know the date. I don't remember the date, but I remember it was the first day in our college, and he came and we met there. Obviously, um, I think there were a few Pakistanis, and he was one of them. And I asked him where did he come from, and he said Multan. And then this is where we met first. Right?
It wasn't like.
It wasn't like I didn't like him. I'll be honest with you.
No friends.
So it was just like classmates. So first time, and then I mean it wasn't like okay, first time when I met him, and okay, we are friends. No. After a few weeks, I kind of hate him. Like he used to ask me for assignments because obviously he
I remember
yeah,
one thing from first day.
Yeah.
It was a break time, so I didn't know where to go to eat. And then he asked me, "Okay, let's go. Are you going to eat?" I said, "Yeah." And then he asked me to. Obviously, he gave me lift. So the lift was just literally from one street to other street. He just drove me, and then he said, "Okay, there are loads of takeaways. You can have
Okay, I don't
dinner
remember. Honestly, I
anywhere."
don't
And he
remember.
went home. And I thought, okay, I could walk
Yeah,
back.
obviously I was married and had kids, so yeah, I went to my kids. So I didn't know this guy, so yeah. So yeah, so then obviously after it wasn't a few months, I think from next year.
Yeah,
So first year was just like we were classmates, and then we used to go eat together, but it wasn't like friendship. And then from
And after that, I
second
think
year,
every day was just growing.
so it was growing, obviously, yeah. So it was a hate relationship first, and then yeah, like friendship later.
And now after that, everything is like.
So
together.
yeah, and together. So second year, obviously you. So first year, why did I say like hate relationship? Because he never used to come to college, and he used to expect a lot from me.
Yeah, I had to earn and
Yeah.
pay my fee and stuff.
Yeah,
so
there you go. So
That
yeah,
was my biggest.
and then obviously from second year he was like punctual, coming to classes, and then and he got good grades because of me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got good grades. So first year he got pass grade. Second year in
got
HND, you got this. Oh yeah, he got merit, and because of me, third
Oh, yeah.
final year in university, he got first class, same as me. So because of friendship, otherwise we would be just getting third class.
I didn't want to be probably first class just because of him.
So yeah, we ended. So we went to Teesside University together in 2013.
13.
We went separate ways.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't finish my uni yet, but I got job offer, and then he's got job offer. I think just after. project.
Just after we did a project, and then from same project.
So we
I
split
got-
up. So he's got different industry. I've got different industry, and then I've got 2.5 year experience in microtech. And then
Microtech.
you had.
I only had 1 year experience in. There was an air ventilation company. I don't want to say any name.
We've been in touch with it, but
But
wasn't
yeah,
like,
there was a like break in friendship, and then after a year, I got job in teaching, at least college. That was my first job in teaching. Even though I still remember my missus, she used to say, "You should teach," and I was like, "No, I can't do it," because obviously it's language barrier. So we came from Pakistan, and just thinking like teaching in front of all British children, oh no way. And when she asked me, and I said, "No, I can't do it. It's impossible." And then I still remember when I went for teaching, and then I was sitting in the corner looking at the teacher when he was teaching, and I was proper nervous. But then yeah, I got 1 year teaching experience, and then after 1 year, I contacted him and I said, "Look, we need to do teaching it's more fun.
I was surprised. I said I can't do it, and he said if I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, so I said, look, we need to do we need to do teaching, but we need to get some qualification. So let's go back to university and then get like some teaching qualification. And we were gonna go to Huddersfield University,
Yeah.
but then we ended up at Lee City College, and we did 1 year degree, postgraduate diploma. In teaching, and since then we are together basically. Like
Obviously, I don't really like it.
okay.
I started teaching just because of After, because he motivated me. I was thinking, I can't do it.
Oh, so
Even the first day, when he was, I mean, he was not, I mean, in papers my mentor, but I mean, whoever was my mentor, and he basically sent me to him basically to observe him how he teaches. So the first day when I was watching it, I was just thinking, wow, I can't do that. I think that was key thing, like when After told me, like when you go as a teacher, just think when you've been as a student. So how much knowledge you had, and then how you've been learning from them, you need to teach them students the same way. So I think it was 2017, 16 to 17 we did this
teaching qualification, and then
after that
he's got job straight
Yeah.
before after
Yeah.
completing
Straight
all the
after
teaching.
then he been in Leeds City College teaching.
I was yeah.
I asked
No, I was at Lee City College when I finished because I had my contract with them. So I was with the Lee City College, and he got job at Wakefield College, and then I got job at Bradford College, like literally 5 minutes away from my home. And he goes like, no, you have to come to Wakefield, and Wakefield is like 26 miles away. And I said no, like I'm okay here. The break time I go home, and I used to have lunch with my missus, and he goes, no, you have to come here. And then obviously I had to listen to him.
from that day then
So
we start sharing
yeah,
car, and every day we go together.
yeah, so we used to do car share. We still do car share.
But it depends on his timetable. Sometimes we don't, but normally
Yeah, sometimes I have to go to another campus, so he has to go somewhere else. Then, but mostly we do car share.
And so when we've been going like every day together, we started thinking about business. So something in our field where we got experience, we got, qualification, and then something where we can basically help community. It's not just like when we've been searching, like we've been thinking like it's impossible to get camera, they are too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So when we started searching, if I add one thing interesting from college, when we go in class, so for example, it's a new year started, the class comes in, and then if he got class before me or I've got class before him. So for example, he's got class before me, and then I came next day or same day. So I just go there, I think, okay, my name is Nadeem Ahmed. The rest of introduction is just whatever Aftab said. So we went college together, university together, teaching together, teacher training together, business together.
Business together, yeah.
It's just like I don't need to repeat everything, the same thing. It's just different names.
So normally we used to go to class and
even
used
our
to
manager,
introduce,
about more than 2
More than-
years,
yeah,
even struggling. And normally he when he want to send email, so he sent me one day email. He said, "Hi Aftab," but obviously email was mine. "Hi Aftab, have you done this?" So I said, "Okay, I don't know, maybe he put wrong email or wrong name. I don't know." So I sent him email back, and then he corrected. So many times, even our other staff members, they've been struggling to like see the difference. So that's why I started going here now.
Oh, completely. Yeah, no, so yeah. What happened after completing my degree, when I was working with this company? Apparently, this is why I'm not mentioning anything about this company, but the company director, he told me that I've got enough knowledge in my field in electronics, So he told me like I don't know the difference between analog and digital. So why did he say that? Because he wanted to get rid of me after a year. So I was kind of fired from my job only because of I didn't have enough knowledge. This was his like excuse. And obviously I spoke to director, the company director, and she knew, I think, the director, he did wrong with me. So anyway, they gave some compensation, like a month's salary, and then within that month, I had to look for another job. But I couldn't find any job in engineering. So honestly, I applied for in whole UK, and then still I couldn't find any job, any single job. And I still remember for 2 months, I used to do deliveries with the first class degree and experience. I used to do deliveries. I worked at a coffee shop, and then with my friend, one of my friend, we did some CCTV work together. And after the first idea of tuition, and I said to Nadeem, I said, okay, look, CCTV is more like our field related because we teach electrical and electronics, and I've got a little bit experience. Why can't we just research on the same field and start on this one? And this is where I think we were thinking everything.
And then every morning or when we're coming back from college, so I've been thinking about many times, thinking different ideas like we should start this, we should start that. But when we've been certain like we're going to start CCTV, then just going or coming, the same discussion like
Every single day.
how we're gonna do it, how we're gonna have time, or
Time management, and then obviously like
this
way to
competition,
start.
yeah.
So the first step we took, it was data research and market. So we went through all CCTV systems and then the specifications, and ordered few systems and to just check quality and stuff. Obviously we invested a lot in cameras. We've got like so many small cameras which we don't use it's because of the quality and stuff.
I think it was like taking quite a few months to decide just name, logo,
Name, yeah.
and how it should look like.
That was
And then
interesting.
loads of
Yeah.
interest
Logo. It was really
discussions.
so. Logo wasn't that bad, but it was name. It took us a few months.
Like
to
we've been
come
thinking
up
like
with
something, like normally people give their name or something common. We wanted to give some technical, we got some meanings behind.
Yeah, like NA security, Nadeem of top security. But no, we wanted to do something like different, creative. So
I mean, we've been thinking like long term. So in case in future we add more things in a business, so that name should cover everything.
so
doesn't matter
in
if it's allowance
systems
or
we got
anything.
services, and then we got, and so basically 360. How did we come up with 360?
I mean,
And why?
the day we've been traveling, we've been coming home from college, and then I just said we should have a camera. There was a van going in front of us.
Yeah.
So I said we should have camera on this side, that side, that side, that side, and it should cover
Which covers,
360. And that I just said 360, and we've been
And then we both
just stood,
said
just-
360. Yeah. Why not 360?
and then secure from
yeah.
like 360.
Because if you
Secure.
think, if you really think, if you have a house, detached house, we try to cover everything. So 360 means it's all the way around on the house. So this is why we had this 360. It's not just a number. It's meaning we cover around the house, around the premises, and then we had a secure. So 360 secure. So you'll have secure your property or your premises or your business. It will be secure. And systems. The main, we were thinking like it's a long-term plan, but we are thinking to manufacture our own cameras, and this is long-term. But this is why we had a system instead of services. We said, okay, we will have a system, and then see how it's going to go.
We had a hard time in start. It's not like easy. Even though relatives want to add about his something from his past. The day about teaching, when we I've been doing trainings, and one of his brother's friends he met on the way to us, and he asked him like what you do, and he said I'm doing teaching, and he just gave a smile.
Yeah, mostly
couldn't
people
believe
they
it.
give us a smile. If
And-
they know we came from Pakistan, and if you say like we are lecturers, and we are teachers, and then okay, yeah, so they give a like
because
okay,
my
yeah.
loads of our cousins, like when I came here, is my experience. My cousins been saying there is no job here, you can't do anything, you can't do study even, like it's not your first language English, and people making like fun. When I got first class degree, then I shut their mouth. And secondly, when I've got engineering job, and they've been saying, okay, there are no jobs, you can't find jobs. Honestly, I had many times other offers, but I had to stick with one job, doesn't matter which one. So, and then after, when we started business, they've been about same thing. Now everyone knows, obviously, in our relative, but normally in the start, when they've been asking to even me, they're asking like, what do you do? I'm lecturer. First, they don't believe. They just say like or just say like I work in college. They don't ask second question, because they know it must be doing some cleaning, or someone's helping, or assistant, or something like that. And then when they ask you are a lecturer, and then honestly, the first impression is not good. Same with the business. I mean, some of my cousins, they said like it's just wasting time. It's not going to help you. But Alhamdulillah, I proved everything with the help of him. So we are doing. I think he was in the same boat.
It's just like
So,
we were saying like it's just we wanted to do something business and anything. We say we are cheapest in West Yorkshire because what we say like this is this system and we prove it. We've seen so many companies when we did upgrade. They've been using PC hard drives. They've been using different cameras. I mean, they told customer this is a 4K system, and they've got 4K DVR, and then they've got 2 megapixel camera. So this is what we don't do it.
so normally when we install, we tell them like, okay, if we promise full HD or 4K, there is the specification. We show them on the system. Like there is a camera proven that's a 4K or full HD or ultra HD. The same with the system. And then we try to give knowledge to. It's like our habit as a lecturer. We try to give knowledge to learners. We give knowledge to our customer. Like it's just not we are selling our product. We give them knowledge. Even someone inquiry about any package, we give them a knowledge of full HD, ultra HD, or the difference between all three basic package. And then when they go and get code from some other company, at least they know what to ask them.
I've got so many inquiries. They ask like questions and everything, and I'll say, okay, fair enough. If you don't go with us, but still you need to know this these basics. Okay, so when a installer come, if you pay money, so you ask them, okay, these questions. Is it a surveillance hard drive? Can you show me? Are you going to give us any warranty? Or just so go through the specification and show us if this is a 2 megapixel system or 5 megapixel system. And this is what we do. Like when we install, we make sure customer they are like 100% satisfied with our service, with the product and everything. And it's not like once we're going to install system, which is mostly customer they've been saying to us. So once we're going to install a system and we're going to just switch off our mobile phones, that's not going to happen. So they've got 12 months technical support. So anything goes wrong, they can ring us and we are there to help them.
Make sure first key thing, whatever a company promise you, when they come and install, ask them to prove it.
Yeah,
that's the key thing. And then secondly, when you, I'll suggest you when there was one of my cousin the other day in my house, and he's got a system. Then he said, oh, it looks nice. He showed me a phone, and I showed him mine on my phone. And then obviously they look like same. A normal person who's not technical, they look same. The picture is a picture. It's not a big difference. I zoomed in. So there was a huge difference. He zoomed in like probably 10 feet or 2 feet, 20 feet away. He couldn't see anything. And when I zoomed in, that was different. So he was saying that's Ultra HD at least system, or maybe 4K. Actually, it wasn't even full HD. That was 720p, which is quite old time, was good quality. But nowadays, if someone is standing outside your door, you can't see him. So then I told him, okay, you go back to your house, click on your menu. Go on specification, have a look on your specification, what are given there. When you go to any other product, like I said to him, you're going to buy a car. First thing you will have a look, okay, there are a few different companies. Okay, what do they provide? What is the difference between this car to that car? Once you know the difference between them, then you can compare the prices. just not straight away just see, okay, that person charged me £500, this person charged me £300.
It's not about money, no.
Let's go for £300. It's not about just money. Have a look, ask them the question.
Yeah.
So when you ask two different people same question, it will give you automatically knowledge. So what you are looking, who's the person giving you what information, and then you compare with the other person. And then once you know about the system, then go buy it. You're going to spend some hundreds of pounds. So then
it's not easy
please
to
do a
run,
little research before you buy it.
Do research, and then even if you're going with the company, so make sure when they come and install it, and then ask them. It's really simple. You go into settings, and then if our installer, when they install, we make sure, even though we're not installing, but we make sure they tell our customers how to, if this is what we promised. So it's really simple. When our installer comes, ask them questions. Okay, before he install, you can ask them, okay, can you show me if this is really 4K? They can have a 4K box, but inside camera, because any camera, if you pick any camera, it doesn't say any quality. It just shows the lens in millimeters, and it's got voltage. It doesn't show you if this is a 2 megapixel or 4 megapixel. So what you need to do is you need to ask installer, can you show me in settings and in DVR, to the DVR, if this is a 4K system or 2 megapixel system. It's simple as that. So before you hand in your money, make sure you've got what they promised you. Same with us. So basically, because we don't have an office, what we do to our customer, if they need to see a quality, we ask them to come to our house. So this is kind of promise, so they know where we live. So in future, if something goes wrong, so they know where we live. So, but we are like, alhamdulillah, 100% confident with our product. We are giving what we promised. Yeah. So basically, we are confident. We ask customers to come to our house, have a look at the quality, and then if you're happy with it, and then
even you're not going to buy it, just for knowledge.
We never asked, okay, now you are in our house, so you have to pay money. No, we're not gonna.
Just give us a ring for knowledge. Just ask what I should ask. I'm going to buy cameras from whichever company. What should I ask them?
Yeah. You can check quality. Like I said, we've got, so we had with the one company we had a partnership. Now we've got partnership with two companies. We have partnership with the hard drive companies. So and then now we've got partnership with TP-Link as well. So we've got. It's not like we are buying them products from eBay, like Amazon. We don't do that. We have direct contacts with companies, and we buy stuff from there. They are covered with warranty and everything. So and alhamdulillah, we tested before we finally decided this company. We tested their products and everything. So we liked it, and we thought, our customer, they're gonna like it.